At what age do you think society deems a man should be ready to settle down?
Yeah, I think personally, I feel like a guy should start a relationship. A guy should start a relationship at 25. Not necessarily settle down at that age, but I think they need to know each other.
But be moving in that,
Yeah,
yeah,
moving in
yeah,
that, yeah, with
and
age. But
yeah.
that doesn't necessarily promise that they're gonna be together forever. But it means like when I was 25, I had the girl that I spent my 25, my middle 25 20s with. I think they had the best of me. I think not necessarily the best of me, but they had a version of me that I don't think I could share with any girl after that.
Is it?
After I got older like that, because
And why did you
I
say that?
wasn't
Did you think
because
you were still learning
yeah,
together?
I was learning with them. I was open to learn with them, grow together, and understand. Gain understanding together. But unfortunately, obviously, we're not together right now. She's not the same girl that I end up partnering with right now.
You
But
would
I feel
say,
like if a guy could manage to come up with to grow with a girl at that age, and they would have some certain experience that they could share on later on in the future. But that doesn't promise that they're gonna be together forever. However,
yeah,
if
nobody guarantees that it's all gonna work out. I think like it should be more older. I think you just have a bit more life experience. You've probably accomplished a bit more things for your own self. Like I would put it more the 35 mark. Like um,
I
I think you would have tested the waters. Is how I feel. Like so, you'll be able to weed out the things you don't like or you've not liked in some certain relationships to be able to go into this particular one in the bill of it being your partner forever. Do you get me? Because I think most of us, we still want a partnership. We want a companionship. We want to be able to grow with the person. Like, I feel, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Because when you meet a bit earlier on, you could grow together. Like, but I mean, you're still younger then, so you want to do stuff. You want to, and I feel like that's why younger marriages mess up. Like I feel like most marriages, if you go past your 40s, you go past your 50s, that marriage will probably be alright. You've gone through like proper adult things, yeah. That's why they say people they've been married when they're in their 50s, their 60s. They say they're like more brother and sister at that point.
exactly. I think in a way,
Yeah,
I feel like when a guy waits so long to get into a relationship, I feel like that's where you have it becomes even longer for them to pick a woman
yeah, I
because now
understand that.
they're smarter and they're more exposed.
Yeah,
Like you said, they've tasted all the water.
yeah.
But the problem there, that also comes with this problem because now it's difficult. It's even more difficult for you to find a partner because now you understand now you know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
But what you want is never what you're gonna get.
Ah, okay. I get what you
When it
mean.
comes to
Like, yeah, yeah. You're
when it
never
comes to
gonna get a
partnership,
perfect. Nobody's perfect, so you
yes.
wouldn't get a perfect partner.
And also yeah. So being
And
older,
and when
being
you're older, you're less tolerant. You
you're less
like,
taller,
yeah,
and then that's where you start having problem of selection, where you want that big back and big frontal. You start
I don't
being
necessarily
selective.
think it's a bodily thing. I think,
I
okay,
think
from my point of view, like that's like talking to me now. I'm an older person. I've been in relationships, and I'm definitely less tolerant. Because if I meet someone now, then it's someone that I'm looking to share life with, and I feel like I could say the cliche things are like they have to bring something to the table. I'm not talking financial wise. I'm
Okay,
not
I'll
talking
ask
in
you a
terms of
question.
that.
Do you have a type?
I don't have a type at this point. I have I have I wouldn't like I would tell you one
So
thing.
would
I
you say
can't
you had
take
a
the
type when you were younger
yeah.
than now?
Yeah, I had more of a type when I was younger because this is the physical attributes. Now I'm older, we have to have same reasoning. I've seen now like you could date a baddie, you could be our baddie guy from when I was like younger. It was like big batty tits, that kind of thing. Look this certain way. Nowadays you can look all of that way and you could just act childish and I would be unattracted to you. So all of your physical attributes is just gone out the window. And you could come and I could just see you're ambitious, but that's one of the pluses for me. Even though you get older, you just get less, you've lived by yourself for so long, you've dealt with different women, yeah? You know which ones you don't want. You get me? For me, like now...
I think knowing too many women before you get to a point of marriage is also a disadvantage for you.
Is it?
Yes, I think it could be. I think it could be because
Okay, so
it has,
we're on the different thingy. I
Yeah.
feel like I would advise
I think
advise younger people to test the waters. That's how you would see which one. It's almost like when you people say, you kissed so many frogs before you met your prince. Like, nah, so.
Yeah, but
Almost the same way.
the thing is, while you're tasting so many frogs or whatever, you're
You don't
you're
know?
building like you're building experience. You're tasting this and testing that, so you have so much experience that when it then comes to partnering, then selecting,
You're
choosing
too
one
picky.
become a problem because you've seen too many. But then if you haven't seen too many, then you could easily what you don't know don't hurt you. Like you don't look for what you don't know. You only look for things that you've seen. And then now you have a specific type that you're looking for because along the line you've tasted that one. Now you're looking for that one, but then you may never find that one. So because you've tasted so much, what do you have now?
I see.
So
understand.
I feel like having tasted so many could be a problem for a older man when it comes to picking a partner.
Is it?
So personally I feel like it's better for you as a man to pick a partner when you're young and grow together and learn together. It's easier for a younger person to learn in the process than a older person.
I
Now,
think it's easier for a younger person to just take. Like, let me explain myself. It's saying this, like when I was younger and I was dating people, I could take a lot of their bullshit. Like, I mean, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
I probably had bullshit that they
Yeah.
took too.
Yeah.
Do you get me? I think like those type of things, like if that's so if you're an impatient person where you can't take that for long, there's no way you're staying in that place to build, you know? Because you're with the person in between that 25. If you can't take the rubbish that you lot give each other at that point, yeah, that relationship be done before you getting into settling down. What I'm saying, if you're older, you would already eradicate all of that, and even you as a person, you'll be much more calmer. I've seen it even with my own parents.
but then
like
what
as
you're
they got
doing-
older,
what you're doing as an older person, then which is what older people do, is bring understanding to the table.
Yeah.
And just get along.
yeah, you bring.
But then the difference between having to get along with an older person or with your partner is having to share a feeling, because now you're going in very, very consciously, very consciously.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you're
you're going
thinking
like
about
you're
everything.
thinking about everything. But then the love process is not. does not require you to think about everything. You see a girl.
I think that's for people that believe in the love process. I don't believe love keeps anything together. Yeah, I think it's that togetherness, having an understanding. Yeah, like just like I don't believe kids keep a couple together. I've not seen anybody that's like not divorced because of their kids. And the whole love thing, I think, is some dead concept as well. Like I think ultimately what men are looking for is a partner that would like they could grow with, they could think, they could assimilate together. Like, and so that's why even in your when I said before, I said when you go past a certain stage with a woman, they say you guys are more like brother and sister. So all the physical attributes is gone out of the way, every other thing. It just means you are able to join together.
Do you know why they say brother and sister?
Understand
each
other and walk like that?
For me, I feel like the brother and sister, when they compare a partner to a brother and sister, that's also kind of telling you what they share. What kind of relationship they share? It doesn't really mean that they both just understand each other. It also means that they share some certain level of love between them. Because if you they can't compare a long-term relationship to two friends, because two friends don't plan to have kids together. No. Two friends can walk away at any time.
But same way with marriages nowadays.
Yeah, but
don't put it like that.
Yeah,
you hear me?
Yeah, but
same way with marriages, anything like that. Relationships, anybody could walk away at any time.
Yes, but brothers cannot walk away. It's harder for brothers or sisters, brother and sister, to walk away because they have a certain level of bond.
That's the difference with the whole family.
So, and that's why they compare two men of two different backgrounds, two different parents, compare them to brother and sister, because they have a certain relationship that they share that cannot easily be shared between two adults. So which means love still play a part. The love between brother and sister is stronger than the one that you have in today's relationship most of the time. Which
is mad, because bare people, like especially Oyinbo man them, you've seen where they've now they're strongly with their partner and they don't have any other family bond. Like, I mean, like I know a lot of friends like that, where they married their girl, but they don't have any other, they have bad relationships with their family. But anyway, but with regards to this one, I still feel it's both ways. You're saying that it's the time spent together. If the love is there, then you build a bond. You can still build that even if you weeded it all out. I'm saying even if you get with your lady at the age of 35, you have a better understanding. Like you're a bit more calm. You see things clearly. Before you pick that lady,
but
she's gone through.
It's
because you still want companionship. You want someone to grow with.
Yeah,
you still got all these years to grow with.
But you don't
not unless you're unfortunate and you die early.
You don't just want a companion. If you want just a companion, you can go to a club and then pick up a random lady.
No, you want a lifelong companion, lifelong partnership.
Yeah, even though you want it for a long time, and that is more reason for you to make sure the foundation starts with love.
But when you're young, it's hard for you to be as understanding. So how you get to that bit where you have foundation?
But then you have more capacity to learn when you're young. Younger people learn more.
No, you just take.
No.
You're able to take. That's what I do. You're able to be like, okay, see, I'm intolerant now because I'm older. I've seen a lot of bullshit, so I can't stand for it. Like, when I was younger, if you did some bullshit, I'll just allow it. Because I was probably out there doing my bullshit too. Do you understand? So, I heard your girlfriend was out last night. She was whining on some guy in the club. That won't bother me. I was probably out the day before whining on some girl too. I'm an older man now. I carry myself a certain way. So my girl has to carry herself a certain way. So, like, I'm not going to date no girl where they're going to come back and be telling me, they were just grabbing so and so's ass in one party there. Nah, because she would see I carry myself a certain
but
way.
then we must agree that Dollar, you was a different breed when it comes to this relationship thing.
No, I think a lot of men like that were like us.
No, I personally
think
think
a
you
lot of
was
men was out
no,
there.
I don't think
When you're younger is when you're out there.
When I was younger,
When
I'll
you're
tell you
out-
the only fight I ever had in the club. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
The only fight, the guy was as tall as you. You know me. I'm 5'5". You're like
11 at
11.
least.
Yeah. And the guy is about your height.
Yeah.
And he grabbed my girl by the hand.
Yeah.
And I stood up to him. Like this was like I still know who the guy is. I still am around.
Yeah.
And I stood up to him and be like, guy, this is my woman. Go get your own.
Yeah. It was messing with your pride.
But for you,
like.
but for you, you probably you don't care about baby, go out, do your own thing. I'll do my own thing. So you was a different breed. Like not too many guys.
But I think
like
that's
that.
when I would disagree with that.
Not
when
too
you're
many
younger
guys,
is
not
when
too
you're
many
out
guys,
there.
Not too many guys I knew
I think
like that.
I think not too many guys was like you. I don't understand where you're younger.
No,
you're
not too many guys was like me either. Not too many.
Yeah.
No,
So where is it? So where are we with it? I think most of my guys were like me. We was outside. When you're young, you're outside. When you're outside, you're really dealing with. Like I wouldn't mind my woman doing whatever, whatever. Because
most of the guys were like you.
Yeah,
most of the guys wasn't even getting a girl like you.
Everybody were getting multiple girls.
Bro.
When you're younger is when you do that.
Bro,
you was outside.
You was a different breed when it comes to these girls. I think that's where you're getting that perspective from. Because you can't tell me that girls are going out doing their thing and a guy knows that his girl is doing something outside and the guy just don't care. That's a different type of guy. That guy is on his own. That guy is in his own kind of world. But then when you're talking about guys, normal guys, when your girl go out and do something and come back home or come back to you, or even you're not living, you probably weren't living together at the time.
No, I wasn't living with no girl when I was like.
So if I hear my girl is doing something outside, is a red flag.
I think the main difference is this. When I was younger, I didn't even view anybody as my girl.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I was just outside.
Exactly.
You get me? But I think that's the time. It wasn't just me. A lot of younger men are viewed like that. And I wouldn't disparage any young man to do that. I think you have to test the waters.
And anyways, I think test the waters.
So it's like if you went to a job.
Look.
If I had 10 years of experience and you're coming in with one, who's much more palatable for this employer to employ?
But we're not talking employment here.
Yeah, it's almost same thing. Yeah,
we're not talking employment.
I'm just
this
giving
is not
another
a job.
angle.
No. We're not
I'm
talking
giving
this is not
angle.
a job.
Okay.
Your life is not going to be a job. When you're in a relationship, you're not in a job.
I think you should treat it like that.
No, you can't treat it like that. It's not a job.
Like, that's how I'm treating it now. Anyways, like, trust me. It's like, as my guy said the other time before we even started.
So when you're asking a girl out, it's more like you're
like an interview.
Is that what you like?
It's like an interview,
bro.
For real.
Like
it's like an interview.
They're not the same,
but
bro.
I know I'm not gonna get
same,
all of the things I need. Like, trust me, I can't give a job specifications on the interview. So, but if I don't do the asking the girl out anymore, but if I'm getting to know a girl, it's still like an interview because I need her to be ticking off a few things. Women, they're mature. Also, they'll be saying they're ticking off stuff with you.
Yeah. But if a girl come to me and tell me that she's ticking off stuff, I will let her know that keep ticking. Yeah. But if you want this for a long, if you want this for a long run, you will stop ticking. You will understand that this is gonna be the rest of your life. And instead of me ticking, I'm gonna be understanding that this is the rest of my life too. But then when you come to me and start letting me know that, oh no, I'm gonna be ticking, and then and then come back with a piece of paper and tell me that no, you need to improve in some bits. You need to improve. Like, are you my mother? My mother tried. She didn't do. Like, my mother had me for how many years? She didn't change it. You think you're gonna do it? Run along. move on.
I think it's
If
not.
if you find so
I don't
much
think
things,
the
if you have
objective
to-
is to
if you-
change. I
if you
think
have
the
to-
objective is to be able to build and grow together.
Exactly. So what's the
but
point in
there has,
taking?
wait. Yeah, there has to be a selection process to that. You want to build with everybody. You can't build with every like Tom, Dick, and Harry. So like when I was younger and I was outside, I'm just outside. I'm just looking for somewhere to stick my thing. At that point, I'm not looking at anybody to build with. You understand? So like when I now get to the point where I'm thinking, okay, like for example, I can't date a dumb girl now. Like it's one of, like you see, I've not said anything physical attribute, but I can't date a girl. For example, if I say like I can't like, and before it didn't matter. Like bare girls would be like, I don't know the capital of Scotland, and it won't matter because I'm just looking at maybe tits or ass. Nowadays, you can't be dumb around me. It's not allowed. Even I find that if you're intelligent, that's a plus mark to you. So if I was ticking, that means I'm attracted to that.
Okay, I think I will agree on some
You
things.
see?
I think I will agree on some things.
Some things like how,
things.
yeah.
Like okay, you can't date a dumb girl because
Yeah.
we're in a generation like the generation that we are in now. Like I would say to people, don't try to change anybody. Don't try to look after people's problem. Don't see a girl and say, "Oh, she's going through this. You wanna fix her," because the problem was there before you arrived, and you're gonna
And when
spend
you
your
fix
whole
it,
life.
finish, she might just leave
She might
you.
just leave. So
You fix now, and then she's gonna
and then
go be a better person for
be
someone
a better
else.
person for someone else.
Yeah.
And after
And
time,
a lot of us men want to
after-
do that.
yeah.
Like,
after time, when you're fixing her, you're lowering your standard.
yeah, to come down to that.
Come down to her.
I wish I never
And that
did
is-
anything
and
like that. That's the bit.
and
Like,
that's also not attractive to that same girl that you are looking to treat.
Yeah.
Because she knows you before she agrees yes to you, and then she wants that version of you. But then the moment you start lowering that standard, she's saying someone else.
Yeah.
And then by the time she's healed out of a problem,
yeah, where you
will be-
fixed her.
where after you fixed her,
Yeah, her.
and then she sees another
She
version
feels more empowered than
more
even you are.
empowered than even you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some things that I would agree to there, but I still retain
I
the
ain't
fact.
trying to fix nobody.
But
Like,
I still.
oh,
But then,
you see, I stuck to the same thing
but
I've
then
been
I
saying.
still
I'm
think-
looking for.
I still think young men should not go around tasting all frogs or whatever you call it. Then
You gotta kiss a few frogs.
As-
They said it for the women, innit?
So-
You kiss
so-
a few frogs
so,
and then
yeah,
you meet a
and
Prince
then-
Charming or something. Like, but
I-
I mean, like, I think I wouldn't say
and also
any
for the-
different for
and-
my
and
thing.
for the
I still
girls.
think young men outside, yeah, be outside. For real, because you gotta check out the waters. You gotta test out the waters. You get me? This thing, if you're looking for a lifetime, trust me, if you go jump on the first one that you just like because you like the coochie, because that happens to a lot of young men. You like one coochie. You forgetting that it's not because you like the girl, you just like the coochie.
Exactly.
You get me?
True
Like,
that,
you'll end up
true that.
doing a
True
good
that, but then-
decade.
but then-
10 years, yeah? You'll have babies in between, now you're stuck. This coochie that you like, you forget, like, it will turn into Medusa, snake head, yeah? You'll break up now, and then this baby mother issue. You understand? I think, keep your thing, test out the waters, know you're just having fun, like, and then have a serious selective process. Like me, I got a whole list I'll be ticking off in my head.
So for me, stay in a relationship. Try to understand whoever you're with. I'm not saying you should stay there, but try to understand. Take your time. Talk it out. Work it out while you're young. Understand and grow together.
And maybe the general public will let us know
Exactly.
where they're leaning towards. I say, test out the waters.
Nah,
yeah?
don't go kissing a few frogs. Just try a possible best and stay with one. Don't go kissing around and.
Yeah, I differ. Test the waters. Kiss a few frogs till you find the right one.
Okay,
You
keep
get
kissing.
me? Have a good selection process. Take your time. You get me? If you want to spend the rest of your life with this person, take your time.
Well, I think that's it, bro.
Yeah. Nice
Magic.
one. Till next week.
Till next week.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We'll meet